Of course, the agenda, I think you're fully aware, that the entire government moves into the secretariat purview, moves into the purview of the secretariat, where the MLA, the Sachivalayam staff, the volunteers, and the Mandal administration as well, all of them cover at least 6 Sachivalayas in a month. And when these Sachivalayams are covered, each of these Sachivalayams are covered, the MLA, along with this team, the village level secretariat team, the volunteers, and as well as the mandal teams, when the MLA covers this program, minimum of at least 2 days he should be spending time in those Sachivalayas. Every house in that Sachivalayam should be covered by the MLA. Every house, I mean. 100% coverage of every house should be done by the MLA. And this team, the volunteers and the Sachivalayam staff, visiting every house. And while they do so, the high impact works in that secretariat, for which 20 lakh rupees is sanctioned by the government for every Sachivalayam, to address those high impact works in that particular Sachivalayam. So the most important thing here is these works that these MLAs approve of as high impact works, these works should be sanctioned on a war footing basis. Because every month the MLA visits 6 Sachivalayams, and then the next month he visits another 6 Sachivalayams. So by the time he visits another 6 Sachivalayams, the first 6 Sachivalayams that he had visited in the previous month, work should have started. So within a month's time, the works should have been started. So that means the sanctioning and the commencement of works, the window that you have is 1 month time. So within that 1 month, after the MLA and this whole team visits that village, within a month's time, you need to ensure that these works take off. E-crop is the most important thing when it comes to agriculture, when it comes to delivery of any scheme. So please make sure that there is no goof up here. This time, I want all the collectors take responsibility on e-crop. I will hold collectors personally responsible for any kind of goof up here in e-crop. So please ensure that the collectors get involved in this process of verification and supervision of the e-crop done by the village agriculture assistants and the VROs. So please focus on digital libraries, giving it the highest priority among the buildings. And the 4,500 locations where the cable would be reaching by December end, you would have to focus on those buildings so as to make full utilization of that cable that actually reaches those villages. The other day I had gone to, in my constituency, Pulivendala, I had visited one of the secretariats, in Velpula village. And I had, in that secretariat complex, I had visited all the buildings coming up in that complex. And when I had gone to this digital library, which is coming up there, You will be surprised. It is catering to 30 graduates in that village who are actually utilizing the services of the digital library as work from home. 30 people, 30 children, 30 graduates are utilizing this facility through the digital libraries, uninterrupted, unlimited bandwidth. 30 children in that village. I think this is something what every collector can boast about. I think you need to focus on this. So now moving on to housing and house sites. This is one area which can actually change the landscape of the state's GSDP. So please focus on, in fact, this is one program which is very dear to me. CMO is personally monitoring this program as well. We're targeting on 21st December, we're targeting for completion of at least 5 lakh houses. I mean completion. By 21st December. So please ensure that 3.5 lakh houses in these housing colonies that we speak of, and 1.50 lakh houses through TIDCO. Through TIDCO, 1.5 lakh houses and 3.5 lakh houses through the Jaganana colonies. Since 5 lakhs at least is our target for 21st December, please gear up for that and ensure that they complete it. And another important area that the collectors would have to focus on, very, very important aspect. By the time the house is completed, be it anywhere, please ensure that you provide for electricity, water, and drainage. Please ensure that these 3 are provided for every house by the time they're completed. Because anybody who wants to shift into the house will ask for these 3. Electricity, drainage, and water. So very, very important that you people focus on this. Most important thing is being available for Spandana. If the concerned person, starting from the collector, is made available on that particular day, then 50% of the problems will be addressed. Because the person is there wanting to do the duty, then automatically he will render the services. Then automatically 50% of the grievances are addressed. So please ensure that that availability factor is always there. And also in your review meetings, it's very important that the collectors also make a note of whether the Spandana grievances are taking place at the Sachivalayam level between 3 p.m. and 5 p.m. every day. Between 3 p.m. and 5 p.m. every day at the Sachivalayam level, Spandana should take place. All these officers should be in the Sachivalayam attending to this program. Their entire field visits should be completed by then. Those 2 hours between 3 and 5, they should be available. And you need to ensure that in your monitoring on every Wednesday that you review this program, you need to look at these aspects as well. So it's once again very, very important aspect that the most important thing in this Spandana is not the quantity, it is the quality. It is the kind of passion and empathy that we show in wanting to solve the problems of the people. That is the most important aspect. This is my suggestion to every collector, every SP. When we are empathetic, so will our subordinates. When we are concerned, when we show our concern, so will our subordinates. So it's very, very important that you show your concern. Imagine yourself in the shoes of the petitioner and try and resolve these issues. It is very, very important that you show this humanity towards the petitioner who comes there. We have brought about, in dealing with Spandana grievances, is on 2 counts. One is making sure that before you address the grievance, it's a new feature that we have brought about, that before you address the grievance, you message the petitioner and you make a phone call to the petitioner that on so and so date, our person will come and directly meet you in person and address the grievance with you. That's a new feature that we've added, and that's showing tremendous results. And that should be continued, and it's showing phenomenal results. That's a new feature that has been added on 14th of September, which is really good. And another feature that has also been added, this has been added on 3 days back. This is uploading of image, that is a selfie, as a proof of field inquiry, as mandatory along with the petitioner. These 2 are showing phenomenal results in satisfaction levels. So please ensure that both these things, one is messaging and also making a phone call to the petitioner, informing him of the date on which day you would be coming, which day the official would be visiting them. That is one feature which is now being made mandatory. And another feature which is also being mandatory is, when you go meet the petitioner, there is a selfie taken at the location with the petitioner, which is also being made mandatory. Now, with these 2 things coming in, satisfaction levels are bound to go up. We are empathetic, so will our subordinates. When we are concerned, when we show our concern, so will our subordinates. So it's very, very important that you show your concern. Imagine yourself in the shoes of the petitioner and try and resolve these issues. It is very, very important that you show this humanity towards the petitioner who comes there. Once again, at the cost of repetition, I'm saying, 1 ACB number in every office in every office in the district, and that should be a 3x5 poster, not a small poster, but a 3x5 poster, visibly put up in every location where people can see, in every office. And if that poster is not there, the onus of responsibility is to the person who is running the officer. Is on the shoulders of that person who's running that office. If it's mandal level, then it's the MRO. If it's at division level, then it's RDO. So is the case in every office. Whomsoever is running that office, the onus should be put on him, including the collectorate. Starting from you. You need to send the message right up to the bottom. Every office should have 14400 ACB number. And every college should have a hoarding on ACB number, on narcotics, and Disha app, and on Disha. Every college, every university should have a hoarding on these two things, Disha and ACB. Especially mentioning in your college, if there you come across a situation where narcotics are being sold, this is the number. This has got to be there. So please make sure that all these things become part of you. And you periodically would have to be monitoring these things, testing these things, to see how they're working. All the best. Thank you.